This gumball machine is about to transform into a fully functional aquarium that will actually dispense fish food. I spent way too long engineering this, but the final result is super satisfying to watch. This is genuinely my favorite build I've done, and by the end of the video, you'll see why. Let's get into it. Everyone knows what a gumball machine is. You put quarters in, you get a gumball, you eat it, done. In this video, I'm gonna take this gumball machine and turn it into a tank full of shrimp, and then I'm gonna make it work. So basically, let me show you. Let me grab the camera. Okay, I'm gonna take this clear tube and fill it with these capsules that normally hold some type of prize. And basically inside the capsules, we're gonna put food for the shrimp. And then I'm gonna install a clear acrylic floor above all the mechanisms. Then in the custom floor, I'll drill a hole where the tube can fit so the shrimp food can replenish itself. Like that. Every time I feed it quarters and turn the mechanism, out pops our gumball. Simple enough. Not really. To start out, I just measured out some acrylic so I could put it in the machine to make it waterproof. But before I start drilling, I got this respirator because a lot of people commented that I was breathing in microplastics and it made me nervous. Then I popped on my safety glasses and we're ready to roll. Remember kids, don't try this at home. Time to saw. I started cutting the acrylic to shape and it looked pretty solid if I do say so myself. Then I started removing some of the screws from the top of the machine and a few mechanisms that were no longer necessary to make this function. Now time for the hard part. I set the acrylic in and right off the bat it was a little bit too big, so I used a dry erase marker to mark what I needed to trim in order to make this thing fit. But besides just the corners, I also had to make a huge hole for our tube where I could load the machine with shrimp food. This was going to be super hard because if I made the hole too big it would leak, and if I made it too small the capsules wouldn't fit. Once I got that pretty close to the right size, I started drilling out the center hole because the machine has a huge metal bar sticking up through it so you can lock it shut. Then I sawed off the corners and had my fingers crossed that it would fit. Now that everything fits, I took off the protective film on the wall of the machine. But as I was celebrating, the hardest part was about to begin. Alright, this is the part of the build that scares me because I have to put a ton of silicone around all the cracks and really seal this up so that it's waterproof and the gumball machine actually functions. I did a quick test and the capsules fit perfectly. So I started applying aquarium safe silicone around the newly added bottom, the tube, and all the areas where the metal meets the acrylic walls because I wanted everything to be sealed off 100% so I don't have to mess with any leaks down the road. Once that was done, I had to let it dry, anticipating our first water test. I can never sit still for more than a few minutes, so while I was waiting for it to dry, I started building a light into the aquarium. I had this ring light that fit perfectly in the tank, so I dropped a few beads of silicone on it and did a quick test while it was drying, and I must say, I think it looks really good. It has 3 different color lights, but I think I'll end up using the white one because it's the brightest and has the best feel. About 2 days later, it was time for the moment of truth. I started filling the gumball machine with water and immediately noticed a massive leak. Off camera, I've actually water tested this about 10 different times, and every time it kept having leaks, so I decided it was time to break the machine apart and start from scratch. Alright guys, I broke the gumball machine. I took the metal hinges off. We don't need them anymore. I broke the center because it just looked absolutely horrendous. Don't need it anymore. I'm starting from scratch, so like and subscribe because this video is starting to cost a lot of money. But check it out. I custom made this thing out of glass. I cut it myself. I fit everything myself. It just looks 10 times better. There's no metal in the tank. There's nowhere for it to leak if I seal it right. Yeah, I didn't like the way it looked. So we started from scratch. All right, I'm just gonna skip to where it's finished. After making sure everything was fully sealed and the tank had plenty of strength to hold the water, it was time to put it all together. I picked out 3 different types of shrimp food to fill the capsules with so the shrimp had a nice variety, and then I started loading them up. As I started loading the gumballs in the clear chamber, I was stressing pretty hard because every little bump or vibration, I felt like the tank was going to leak after dealing with so many leaks earlier in the video. But off camera, I stress tested this thing pretty aggressively because I really didn't want to deal with 7 gallons of water all over my floor. After the capsules were all loaded up, I started working on the actual scape of the tank. The floor was just going to be a thin layer of sand to give our shrimp some space to dig around and look for food. After carefully smoothing that around the tube and into all the corners, I added a piece of driftwood from one of my other tanks with a big piece of Anubias on it. Now it was time for the scary part, filling it with water. Thankfully the tank did its job and I didn't have to worry about my house being flooded anymore. So I added in a sponge filter that's been running in one of my other tanks for months to instantly introduce beneficial bacteria into the tank. Then I popped in a couple other plants to add some color and areas for the shrimp to hide if they get stressed out. Once the tank was completely done, I turned off the lights and popped on the lid to see how it looked and to give it some time to cycle. After some time had passed, it was time to add life into the tank, or machine, or whatever you want to call it. For this build, I originally planned on just having a bunch of colorful shrimp, but saw this pair of tiny gold guppies and knew they'd be perfect for this tank as well. After drip acclimating, it was time to pour them in, and right away they all swam off to explore their new home, and they're probably confused why they were in a gumball machine. I also just want to clarify real quick that everything I used to build this was 100% fish safe. Now it was fully complete with plants, animals, lighting, and filtration, and I'm so excited with how it turned out. It honestly looks way better than I expected. I mean, it has its obvious flaws here and there, but I'm still new to building tanks, and I think this one turned out amazing. The cherry on top for me is that it actually works, so stay tuned because I'm going to put some quarters in pretty shortly and cross my fingers that everything goes according to plan. Checking back in on the shrimp, everything's looking great, doing some grazing on the wood, and the most popular spot seems to be these plant roots that are full of biofilm. Then I noticed a shrimp that's super cool looking. She has orange legs, orange spots, and something called a saddle right here that means pretty soon she'll be carrying eggs. And right behind her there's another shrimp with a saddle, so in a month or so this tank's going to be overrun with babies. After filming for a bit, I killed the lights and we'll check back in tomorrow to see if our food capsule idea actually works. Before I test to see if the machine actually functions, I dropped in a snail and he immediately bolted to the food chamber, clearly hinting that I should stop stalling. So I grabbed my trusty quarters and put them in, then twisted the mechanism and prayed that this thing worked. I felt something drop into the door, but it wasn't food inside of the capsule. So I opened it up and a piece of paper was inside, and I realized it said, "Subscribe to Gabe's Tanks?" That's not supposed to be in there. Sorry about that. I tried again, hoping this time food would fall out, and when I turned the mechanism, I realized the machine worked as it was supposed to. It reloaded itself, all the seals on the tank handled the vibrations, and the Gumball machine aquarium didn't fall apart. Even though this might feel like nothing, behind the scenes this took a lot of trial and error, so I was super stoked. I dropped in their food and they must have been hungry because it turned into a feeding frenzy in a matter of minutes. All the shrimp came over to take a bite, and then the guppies and snail joined in as well. The coolest part about having a Gumball machine aquarium is anytime my friends come over, I can now charge them $1 to feed my fish. So technically, this is the only tank I own that could someday make me money. But I need to sell a lot of food for that to be the case. If you made it to the end, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to wrap it up here, but please consider subscribing because I've got some awesome stuff on the way. Alright guys, we'll see you later. Have a great day.